The Past Loves. Chapter 1, The Letter Without a Name. Tom Wilson lived alone in a quiet village. He was 65 years old with gray hair and tired eyes. His home was small, but full of old things. There were pictures of his wife on the wall. Her name was Mary. She had passed away 5 years ago. Tom had loved her deeply after she died. Something inside Tom also became quiet. He did not laugh much after that. His children lived in the city. They called sometimes, but they were busy with their lives. Tom understood. He didn't complain. He just spent his days simply. He woke up early, made tea, and sat on his wooden chair. He watched the forest from his window. The forest was his old friend. He had worked there for 35 years. As a forest officer, he knew every sound of the trees, every smell of the leaves, and every turn in the path. He still walked in the forest, sometimes. It gave him peace. The trees never changed. They stayed with him, even when people didn't. That morning was cold. The wind was strong, and the sky was gray. Tom wore his old sweater and walked to the door. He wanted to bring in some wood for the fire. But something strange was there on the ground. A letter, just one small, folded paper. There was no name, no stamp, nothing written outside. Tom looked left and right. No one was there. He bent down slowly and picked it up. The paper felt dry and soft, like it was written long ago. He opened it with care. The handwriting was rough but strong. The message said, "Dear Tom, do you remember the old forest cave? We need your help. Come soon. Time is short. Don't tell anyone." Tom froze. He sat down on the step and read it again. The cave. That word shook him. He had not thought about that place in many years. It was deep inside the forest, past the tall rocks, near the quiet waterfall. Long ago, he had gone there. Something had happened. Something that still lived inside his mind like a dream. He had never told anyone, not even Mary. He had locked that memory far away, but now, someone had unlocked it. Who sent this letter, and why now? Tom felt the wind get colder. He held the paper tight. His hands were shaking. His eyes were full of questions. But there were no answers, only silence. He stood up and looked toward the forest. The trees were still, but he felt they were watching him. The air felt different. The quiet was heavy, like before a storm. He walked back inside and made tea. He sat in his chair, but he couldn't relax. The letter was on the table. His eyes kept going to it. He knew he could throw it away and forget, but he also knew he would not. Something inside him had already decided. He could feel it in his chest. The forest was calling him again. Not just for a walk, not for peace, but for something else. Something lost, something waiting. He didn't know what he would find, but he knew he had to go. That evening, he packed a small bag. A torch, a jacket, a bottle of water, and a picture of Mary. He always took her picture on long walks. Before sleeping, he opened the window. The wine touched his face. The trees stood tall in the moonlight. They were whispering to him. He couldn't hear the words, but he understood the feeling. Something had started, something old. Tomorrow, he would go back into the forest, back to the cave, back to a story that had never truly ended. Chapter 2, The Woman in the Photograph. It will be continued. Please listen soon. Thanks.